Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubu Zallah, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Telecoms tariff hike will help reduce inflation, says Rewane. Court orders interim forfeiture of 228.4 million naira traced to ex-Abia Governor Theodore Orji. Nigeria-China plan collaboration on military training, arms production. No plan with Nigeria to destabilize Niger, says France. Now, top on what's trending, the Chief Executive Officer of Financial Derivatives, Bismarck Rewane, has welcomed the proposed tariff hike by telecoms companies, saying the move will help reduce inflation. Nigeria's Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, on Wednesday confirmed plans to increase telecoms tariffs, saying the Nigeria Communications Commission (NCC) would come up with modalities for the adjustment. Rewane, who previously backed the plans for a tariff hike, said the move will make the sector more sustainable. In his words, any increase in productivity and output is likely to allow inflation to moderate, which is the goal. So we heard from the policymaker, Bosun Tijani, who was very clear that we want a sustainable sector. But we also heard from the regulator saying that we will hold these guys to quality of service. Now responding, one humble Chide wrote, Bismarck is an economist, but twisting economic principle just to support anti-people policy isn't good. Sir, your reasoning or assumption is totally wrong. How can increase in this case curb inflation? It can only be possible when there is much money in circulation, and government may want to use the increase to reduce money in the hands of people. But in a society that is already suffering acute unemployment, paucity of investment, and less than $1 per day, how does the increase reduce inflation? Someone should please educate me. Next reaction says, more hardship and pain on the people will reduce inflation. Did I hear that correctly? And the last reaction on this story reads, their Uncle Bis, how does this reduce inflation? Isn't this another inflation already imposed on us by hiking the tariff? Next on what's trending, Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has made an order of interim freezing and forfeiture of the sum of over 228.4 million naira linked to former governor of Abia State, Theodore Orji, to the federal government on allegations of money laundering. Ruling on an ex parte motion moved by the Council to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Fadila Yusuf, Justice Nwite also directed the commission to make publication of the order on its website and Daily Trust newspaper. According to Justice Nwite's order, interested parties should show cause within 14 days of the publication of the order. The judge subsequently adjourned the matter to February 3rd for a report of compliance. Next on what's trending, the coordinator of the Edo State Public Response Safety Team, Kelly Okungbowa, has announced the dismissal of an official of the agency seen in a viral video dragging the steering with a bus driver in Benin City. In a 27-second viral video which surfaced online on Thursday, the unnamed official of the safety team was seen trying to stop a vehicle by dragging the steering with the driver. The passengers in the car could be heard begging the driver to stop while also pleading with the PRST official to stop struggling for the steering with the driver as their lives were in danger. While reacting to the video, Okungbowa said that the approach of the officer was wrong, while noting that PRST was not the enemies of the drivers. Now responding to that, a user with the name The Food Network NG wrote, how will you be risking the lives of others because you want stop and search? Them suppose charge them for attempted murder, join the sacking. Next one says, value of human life, where is it? And even the officers, don't your officials know about safety? Can't we make a change for once in this country? Last reaction on this story is from one Pretty Otibo. This is illegal. If the system is working, all you need to do is take his plate number instead of risking people's lives. Shaking my head. Next one was trending. The Lagos State Police Command has arraigned Stella Nwadibo, age 45, for indecent treatment and assault of a child. Nwadibo, who was arraigned in Magistrate Court 1, Ogba, on January 9, 2025, went viral on Wednesday, January 8, after a video of her indecently treating and assaulting a 3-year-old pupil of a primary school where she teaches in Ikorodu area of Lagos State went viral. Following receipt of the video, the Family Support Unit (FSU) of Ikorodu Police Division promptly arrested the suspect on Wednesday, January 8, 2025, and transferred her to the gender unit of the command headquarters same day after preliminary investigations. The victim was taken to a medical facility for adequate medical attention. She was arraigned on charges bordering on indecent treatment and assault of a child. She pleaded not guilty to the charges. Chief Magistrate O. Kushanu granted her 200,000 naira bail with 2 sureties in like sum. The suspect has since been remanded to Kirikiri Correctional Facility till February 18, 2025, when the case comes up for continuation of hearing. Now reacting, someone said, will such swift action be taken if it's a standard private school? Next one is from one Luke Frank. Sending her to Kirikiri for what offense? Same parents will complain if the child is not learning. I'm not supporting her for slapping the baby, but sending her to Kirikiri is too much. How much is her salary? And the last reaction on the story reads, that's how one teacher in primary school beat hell out of me for over 4 hours till I confessed to doing a crime I didn't do. Mr. Sunday of Bessie International School. Still talking assault, the Nigeria Police Force has confirmed the arrest of Isanatu Shaibu and one other unnamed suspect for physically abusing her 5-year-old stepdaughter. This was made known in a statement signed by the Force Public Relations Officer ACP Muyiwa Adejobi and shared on X.com on Thursday. According to Adejobi, the arrest took place earlier on Thursday and investigations are now underway to ensure justice is served. The statement reads, child abuse in relation to the viral video where a woman identified as Isanatu Shaibu physically abused and caused grievous injuries to her stepdaughter, a 5-year-old. Now reacting, someone said, even as a man, I feel terribly bad seeing a woman mistreat a child. You don't have to show yours better. A good person sees others and loves them just like theirs unconditionally. Where's your heart located? Next reaction says, what could anyone do to warrant this talkless of a 5-year-old? Last reaction on the story is from one Khadija. Nigeria Police Force, please show no mercy to those people. Now let's go on a quick break. We'll be back in no time. Do stay with us. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're watching Newsfeed on Trust TV. Now, the federal government says it's deepening its security partnership with the People's Republic of China for local arms production and military training. It says this forms part of its broader strategy to tackle terrorism and other forms of insecurity within and outside its borders. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, stated this when he briefed State House correspondents after President Bola Tinubu received China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja on Thursday. Wang Yi is on a 4-nation week-long Africa tour, which ends on Saturday after stops in Namibia, DR Congo, Nigeria, and Chad. Tugar stated that bolstering cooperation with key partners like China would help Nigeria and its neighbors respond to shared threats more efficiently. Now to the comments. The first one says, we don't want all this. Reduce the price of fuel and foodstuffs in Nigeria. Next reaction says, why not Israel, Germany, Russia, USA? Why China, for God's sakes? And the last comment on this story says, arms within Nigeria plenty past the people in the country. The acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Umar Damagum, on Wednesday called for forgiveness and unity to resolve the party's lingering internal crisis. He also urged party members, social media handlers, and bloggers to refrain from spreading falsehood or engaging in character assassination. The PDP is currently embroiled in a leadership crisis amid moves and counter-moves to remove Damagum and emplace a substantive PDP national chairman. The crisis has created a division among the state governors elected on the PDP platform, while there are also cracks with the party's National Working Committee. Now, a netizen wrote, "So this dude has really made up his mind to be remembered in history as a person under whose watch PDP, a party birthed by great patriots from the crucible of decades of military dictatorships in Nigeria, died and was laid to rest, and critical stakeholders in the party are all helplessly watching with arms akimbo, waiting to attend the wake for the soon-to-be dearly departed PDP." Next one says, "Right now, Damagum as a politician is seen by all as a puppet party chair, and if he, Damagum, allows this to continue, he'll be forever seen in that light." Last one says, "Step down first." Next on what's trending, amid the high cost of electricity and incessant power fluctuations, Nigerian Breweries PLC has gotten approval to generate captive power in its offices located in Abia, Oyo, and Enugu states. Cumulatively, Nigerian Breweries is generating up to 41 megawatts in the 4 stations. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission disclosed this in a report, saying the permits were granted in the 3rd quarter of 2024. Following the signing of the Electricity Act 2023, many companies appear to be leaving the national grid to generate their own power. According to the NEC, captive power generation permits are issued to entities that intend to own and maintain power plants exclusively for their consumption. This means there is no sale of electricity generated from the plant to any third party. The Commission said it approved the grant of captive power generation permits to 11 applicants with a gross capacity of 63.36 megawatts. Also, 6 Nigerian universities and the Nigerian Defense Academy were given permits to generate captive electricity. Now reacting, someone said, "I think it's a nice move. Each state should start generating their electricity as well." Next reaction is from a user with the name Much Money, and some people will come with the narrative that this government is not working. Last reaction on this story says, "That's how it should be, even though it's belated." Finally, France on Wednesday described as groundless the allegation by the Niger Republic that Nigeria had offered its territory to France as a base to destabilize the former French colony. In an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja, the political counselor to the Embassy of France in Nigeria, Mr. Bertrand de Saissan, refuted the claim made by the leader of Niger military junta, General Abdurrahman Tichani. Tichani had recently alleged that Nigeria was colluding with France to undermine his country. He accused France of plotting to destabilize his country by using neighboring Benin and Nigeria as bases for attacks. Tichani, speaking in Hausa during an interview, alleged that France was negotiating with terrorists in Nigeria to undermine his government. He also claimed that France had made a substantial payment to President Bola Tinubu to establish a military base in Nigeria. These allegations have been refuted by the political counselor to the Embassy of France in Nigeria. And that's a wrap on the program today. Do also follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. Until next time, goodbye.